Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam176. As you may remember, Bhagirata finally pleased the goddess Ganga. You are called by the name Vishnupadi, and you are called Mandakini. Please have mercy on me and our house. Mandakini smiled on him and asked him what he desired. He told her about the words of Kapila and said, "Blessed Mother, please grant the heavenly abode to my ancestors. For 3 generations, they have been denied it." Ganga said, "Bhagirata, you have evidently no conception of the speed with which I will flow if I descend to the earth from the heavens. Who is there powerful enough to break my fall? If I am not stopped, the force of my descent will be so great that I will enter the nether regions straight, and your tapas will all be wasted. And again, I do not see why I should leave my heavenly home and come down to this sinful earth. People will bathe in my waters and shed their sins in me. I will have to be the recipient of all of them. How can I be purified? Who will do it for me?" Bhagirata stood humbly before her and said, "As for the sinfulness you are afraid of, it's not such a problem. I've been told that the great seers, who have passed beyond the bondage of karma, who have no thought other than that of the Lord, who have Narayana lodged in their minds forever. These seers, I say, when they bathe in your waters, will purify you. They are named the Tirtha-rupas, and they will cleanse you. And no sin will cling to them, since they have the power to destroy sin. The other problem will have to be solved, and that can be done only with the grace of Lord Mahadev. I will pray to him. Mother, if he agrees to take you on his head and break your force, will you cleanse my ancestors?" "I will, I promise," said Ganga. Bhagirata began to perform tapas once again. This time, the god to be propitiated was Mahadev. However, Mahadev, who is famed for the quickness with which he grants the prayers of his devotees, appeared soon before Bhagirata and asked him what he wanted. The suppliant king, after his eulogy, said, "My lord, you know all about my ancestors, who turned into a heap of ashes because of their offending the great Kapila. The rishi told my grandfather that they would be purified only if Mandakini comes down to the earth and washes the ashes. I have spent years praying to her, and she has agreed to come down to this earth. But she's told me of a difficulty in her descent. The force of her descent will be so great that there will be no strength of the face of the earth to bear it. I have therefore been praying to you, my lord. When she comes down, you must take her on your head and break the fall." Mahadev was very happy to say yes. Mandakini rushed down with great force from the heavens. The entire heavenly host stood watching the onrush. Mahadev was standing with his head slightly raised, with his trident held at his back with his 2 hands. His chest was thrust forward. The snakes on his arms were swaying to and fro. The dark blue spot on his neck glowed against the gold of his skin. There was a slight smile on his lips, and the world stood in awe as the river came down. Bhagirata was there with his eyes wide open, with his hands folded together. His heart was beating fast, since finally his ancestors would reach the home of the Pitris. Ganga had become slightly proud of her powers. She came down as fast as she could. Mahadev took her on his matted locks, and a strange sight was to be seen. The river, which rushed down with so much tumult, was not to be seen. It was lost entirely in the matted locks of the Lord. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.